Hello, this is Diné here, your time management expert, and in this video, I wanted to talk about creating a routine in order to help you with time management so you can better manage your time, especially if you're working from home. Since taking some time off to spend some time with my kiddos when they had some time off, it's honestly been a challenge for me to get back on doing certain things that I was doing regularly, one of which is making content for you guys. And even though having it on my schedule, having it on my to-do list, I found myself continually just rolling certain items over to the next day and then the next day. But the trick I realized was to figure out how to incorporate those items as a routine, specifically if it is something that I needed to get done regularly. So in doing so, I figured I'd make a video out of it, explaining why having a routine can actually provide some stability and help you feel more organized as you go about your day, especially if you work from home. When you create a routine for something, it sort of becomes a part of your being, where if it's not done in your day, something just feels off. And that's a good thing if you've incorporated something like your sleeping routine or working to eat healthier or even your exercise routine. It becomes sort of a habit, although habits are different because habit is more impulsive. It's like an impulsive behavior, whereas a routine is a series of behaviors that make up an activity. Establishing a routine does not only help in making our quality of life better, but it has many benefits when it comes to our overall health and our well-being. So in this video, I'll talk about some of those benefits and the relative consequences as it relates to routines. Having a routine is really like going with the flow. It's beneficial to have as many tasks in your day that are routine to make things seem more effortless and easily, so you save your brain power for when it's needed. When an activity becomes your routine, you'll get a better understanding of how long it takes to do that activity. And you'll be able to better allocate time on your schedule instead of wasting time because it's not something that you do regularly. And as a result, that time doesn't get managed appropriately. So there will be that missed opportunity to fully engage in that which you had set that time aside for. And that can have you going back to doing it again and spending more time to fix things, taking time away from your free time. In our society, many of us have been conditioned that having a full schedule, it is a sign of virtue. And I've been there, especially before kids, feeling that, oh, I'm a young person with so much energy. Downtime for me then was just about being lazy because I'm able to push through and just get this done. Not listening to my body. Luckily, my mindset has completely changed and I've evolved, as we all do when we get older. And especially now with kids, or else I'm sure the guilt would settle in every time I indulged in some downtime. Realizing it's not about having time, but it's what you do with the time. We are social beings, so one of the things to be mindful of is that we're taking time for family and friends and add in some social activities as part of our daily activity. Having a routine also helps with that. It'll make sure that you stay connected to the people that most matter to you. So in effect, it's going to cultivate better relationships. So if after mealtime, your family expects that you do a family activity together, whether that's playing cards or a board game or going for a walk or even tidying up together, whatever suits your interests, doing it daily ensures that you're setting aside that time regularly towards strengthening your relationships. Even better if it's an activity that you've all decided on. It'll become like second nature after dinner, after just a few evenings. When your day gets out of control, it can become easy to prioritize other things over maintaining your social connections that we at times take for granted, which in the end can strain relationships with our family and our friends. Without a routine, it's not uncommon for a person to feel like there's no structure in their day. This will leave you with a sense of uncertainty and lead to feelings of being overwhelmed, which you want to avoid because that is the beginning of stress symptoms manifesting in the body, appearing as anxiety or panic attacks. So having a routine will actually work to improve your mental health because it will provide some predictability to your day. Create that flow, which will alleviate those feelings that can lead to a mental breakdown. Having those moments where you feel like you're just going with the flow when it comes to how you're managing your time is like conserving energy for those complex tasks where we need to hone in on our brain power and tap into our cognitive resources, which in effect will increase your efficiency overall. A routine will give you that mental clarity you need from moment to moment or task to task because your mind will be free to focus on the decision that needs your full attention. Or else we may find ourselves spending more time wasting mental energy, wasting our resources unnecessarily, trying to figure out what should be done next. And we want to refrain from getting there because it can lead us to a place where we experience decision fatigue, breaking down our ability to focus due to that mental clutter. When you have a routine, you notice that your productivity will increase because it aids in you establishing a set schedule. And with that set schedule, you'll find yourself being able to focus on what needs to be done without being easily distracted. Incorporating that routine will allow you to alleviate procrastination because your time will be effectively managed by your daily pattern of what needs to be done next, helping you to get back on track when you sense a decrease in your productivity. Having a routine contributes to better physical health, better overall health really, but when you consider that you'll be more consistent with things like your eating habits, your exercise, and the times when you sleep, you can see how your physical health would in effect improve. Especially if you are someone who's been struggling to maintain a strict diet or someone who plans to use exercise to increase your energy level. Without a routine, you could easily fall off track, which will, as you see, negatively impact your physical health. Leading to my next benefit, which is improved sleep. When you create a routine for your sleep cycle, you'll actually sleep better through the night. Your sleep will actually be regulated when your sleep coincides with your internal clock. That will help you fall asleep more easily. When your sleep is disrupted due to inconsistent patterns, it would lead to poor sleep quality, and with that, fatigue. And you'll find it difficult to get things done and manage your time properly throughout the day. When you don't have that routine, that increases your chance of procrastinating. It will make it easier to keep putting things off until the last minute, leading you to consistently have projects that are incomplete instead of consistently completing those tasks. The routine will help you refrain from rushing to get things done at the last minute, eliminating that sense of urgency that stresses us out. Instead, we'll be more in a rhythm and aligned with what needs to be done at a certain time. Being able to better manage our commitments, fostering our accountability to get things done. Being able to stick to your commitments actually builds and adds to your self-discipline. Having that routine, being able to say what you're gonna get done actually gets done, and having that self-discipline to do it creates healthy habits, which will play out in other areas of your life too. That self-discipline that's needed to help you achieve your personal and your professional goals and make things manifest for you because you have a routine in place, making it all possible. Without it, you'll find yourself going down a rabbit hole of not getting things accomplished and the results leading you to not being motivated to do anything at all. Long-term goals are easier as you break things down into smaller tasks, making it more realistic as you incorporate it piece by piece, day by day, as part of your routine. This is what helps when it comes to maintaining motivation and focus, as you're able to see some progress, encouraging you to stay on track. Without a routine in place, you may find yourself feeling like there's no structure for your long-term goals, and you'll experience difficulty as you try to make time to work on it and achieve that goal. Having a routine for your finances helps when it comes to managing money. Routines such as budgeting, saving, bill pay schedules all help in avoiding financial stress, so you're able to more effectively improve the management of your finances. Lack of such routines can lead to financial mismanagement because, as you know, in this society, as much as making money is about having leisure time to do the things that you enjoy, much of it is about bills, bills, bills. And unfortunately, one of the biggest stresses in most people's lives is the finances are being mismanaged. So it's worth making things easier by implementing some sort of routine for your finances so you can put time and energy where it's beneficial. It's one of the reasons why many people have to work more than they need to and sacrifice what's important to them. When working to incorporate something as a routine, my top 3 suggestions are to first review your to-do list to see what qualifies as routine worthy. Meaning, is it something that you'll be doing regularly as opposed to something that's every once in a while? 2, review your schedule to see what is already a routine for you, and then incorporate this new activity after what's already regularly being done. For example, you want to start journaling or meditating. Adding it in right after breakfast, that breakfast time slot, assuming that you have breakfast every day at the same time, then that way the breakfast is sort of a precursor for that new event. If you don't have anything that is regular, but this new task is something that you need to do and you need to get it done regularly, make it the first thing that you do. Start it off as your first task, considering that eat the frog time management method, and try to incorporate that. And 3, it's important to be realistic that starting a new routine is not going to be automatic. It's not going to be something that comes easy, but it will require you to be consistent with the goal, understanding that in the end, the results will be easier to do each day. Making a change to your day to add in something new may be challenging at first because any change takes some getting used to. Remaining consistent until it settles in as part of your day and fits in as part of your routine is key to the implementation. If things have just gotten out of control for you and you feel that you need to incorporate more routines into your day, or you need a different approach on how you're managing your time, reach out to me using my profile Calendly link if you're serious about making a change, and let's get you on the right track. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and until next time, goodbye.